Hi, I'm Sean Denning, respiratory therapist for Care Medical. Today we're talking about the Equinox portable oxygen concentrator, the newest portable oxygen concentrator in the SeQual AirSep family. Today we're going to cover the 4 clinical capabilities that the Equinox and the Eclipse 5 also have. One capability is the rise time, which is the changing the flow of the oxygen to the patient. The next is the pressure sensitivity, that we can actually change the sensitivity of the Equinox depending on the patient's demand. The third is AutoSat, which actually servo controls the compressor, which can guarantee your patient the pulse size, but also the FiO2 the patient breathes in. The fourth is the super boluses. We call them super boluses. They're basically settings 7, 8, and 9 that give larger bolus sizes than anything else that's available on the market today. One experience is with the changing of the pressure sensitivity and also the rise time in the super boluses, we're able to do a lot of medium to high flow patients that were on continuous flow down on using the Equinox and the Eclipse 5 on the pulse settings. Patients that are on 6 liters, 7 liters, 8 liters do very well keeping their sats above 90% at all activities by utilizing the rise time, the sensitivity, the super boluses, but also with the AutoSat capability. Today we're going to talk about the Equinox and the clinical capabilities that it actually has. It has rise time that we can change the rise time. It has variable pressure sensitivity that we can change for the patient. It has AutoSat. It has super boluses. The first thing we'll do is we'll actually talk about the rise time. The importance of the rise time is we're actually going to change the flow of the pulse to the patient. And the reason why that is important is because we need to deliver the oxygen in the first third of the breath at every breath. And patients have different inspiratory times, so we can adjust the Equinox to whatever the patient's inspiratory time is to guarantee that flow of oxygen. As you can see on the screen, that is shown as BOL. We can have a fast delivery, a medium delivery, and a slow delivery. The slow delivery mimics basically continuous flow oxygen. The medium delivery would be more like a square wave, but also giving the same amount of bolus. And then we also deliver, again, a fast delivery to guarantee that oxygen in the first third of the breath. That's how rise time works. The second thing we're going to talk about is pressure sensitivity. The reason why we want to change the pressure sensitivity for the Equinox is so we can guarantee the patient when they breathe in, they actually receive their oxygen at every inspiration. Again, to do that, on your screen, it'll come up PS as a 1, a 2, and a 3. The pressure sensitivity 1 is most sensitive, 2 is a little harder, and 3 is the more difficult for the patient to inspire and deliver the oxygen. Again, the reason why we do that is everybody's inspiratory effort is different, and we want to make sure to take care of as many patients as we can with the Equinox. Now we'll talk about AutoSat. The way AutoSat works is, with the Equinox, your patient is going to be able to move around with all activities. Walk, ride a bicycle, walk on a treadmill, go to the store, go shopping. And as they do that, their respiratory rate is going to increase. AutoSat, what that does is going to servo control the compressor, producing more oxygen. And the reason why we want to do that is we can guarantee the bolus size and the FiO2 to the patient at every single breath. So your patient's never running out of oxygen. A good analogy to that is as a car goes up a hill, and as the car reaches the top of the hill and starts going down the hill, if they're on cruise control, their car stays at one speed going up or down the hill at 65 miles an hour, never changing speeds, always staying the same. The last part of it is actually the super boluses. The super boluses are, if you look on our screen, our super boluses are a setting of 7, 128, a setting of 8 is 160, and a setting of 9 is 192 mils. The importance of the super boluses is that we're able to actually keep saturated a number of patients. If you have patients that are on 4, 5, 6, 7, or even 8 liters of continuous flow, they'll do perfectly well with the super boluses, the rise time, and the pressure sensitivity changes that we can do. We also have a apnea backup. If your patient for some reason falls asleep in a chair or in an airline traveling across the United States, they might not trigger the Equinox. If that does occur,
Cannot detect breathing.
we're going to get a blinking light. The speaker will say cannot detect breathing, and it will flip back into that continuous mode that we have preset. That'll do every 15 seconds. And the reason why we want to do 15 seconds is, one is that it conserves the battery life for the patient so they don't run out prematurely, but two is we can actually deliver that continuous flow for that brief 15 seconds and then look for that inspiration from the patient again during the next 15 seconds. Thank you for watching today. If you have any more questions, please call our technical support at the number below your screen. Thank you.